from a supposedly Bigfoot infant found in Tibet, to a sealed-off haunted village so terrifying even the government couldn't control it, and even the tormented screams echoing from the deepest point on Earth. These are some of the most unsettling moments ever captured on camera. Stick around, because you won't want to miss a single one. In a quiet Tibetan village, a group of villagers uncovered something so strange that the entire internet is terrified and is demanding answers. Nestled high on the Tibetan plateau, often called the roof of the world, this region is famous not just for its breathtaking beauty and spiritual calm, but also for something much stranger: sightings of bizarre and unexplained creatures. And what we're about to witness might be the most terrifying proof of that yet. This eerie footage reportedly comes from a remote village near the Tibet-China border, where locals stumbled upon something so strange it left the entire internet in shock. In the video, we see what appears to be a massive humanoid figure lying motionless on the ground. Its face is human-like, framed by wild, matted hair. As the camera pans across its body, we see a thick, gorilla-like torso and unusually large, monstrous feet, like something out of a myth. From the way it looks, many online are calling it a Yeti, or perhaps a version of Bigfoot. And honestly, I can see why. But if I switch off my sense of wonder and turn on my logical brain, something feels off. The skin texture, while impressively detailed, almost looks like it's molded from high-grade plastic, like a movie prop left out in the wilderness. Still, that's just my take. Whether this creature is a chilling reality or a very well-crafted hoax, I'll leave that up to you to decide. What do you think? Real beast or just really good makeup? 3 students were taking the elevator back to their apartment, just like they always did. But this time, something was terrifyingly wrong. This video originally appeared on an Instagram reel and was recorded by one of the 3 friends as they were heading home. He was casually filming his friends having a light debate, but what the camera accidentally captured in the background is enough to send chills down your spine. Did you catch that? If not, let me slow it down for you. As the elevator ascends, if you look closely at the small window behind them, you'll notice a creepy figure, a girl, just standing there on one of the floors, staring directly into the elevator as it passes by. None of the students noticed her at the time, but when they later reviewed the footage, they were absolutely terrified. At first glance, she might just look like an ordinary person, but there's something deeply unsettling about the way she's standing there, motionless, eyes locked on the elevator like she was expecting it, or someone in it. The cold, unblinking stare, the eerie timing, and the fact that no one knows who she is or what she was doing there makes it all the more nightmare-inducing. After seeing this, I'm definitely going to think twice before stepping into an elevator alone at night. We've explored only 5% of our oceans, leaving 95% shrouded in mystery. And this next video might reveal the kind of horror that could be hiding in the deep. This footage was uploaded to Instagram by a page called UFO Snapshots, which, as the name suggests, is dedicated to sharing alleged proof of extraterrestrial existence. But this time, what they shared wasn't just a UFO sighting, it was something far more disturbing, and it got the whole internet talking. The video appears to come from a real-time global environmental data visualization tool. On a day in April 2024, it captured what looks like an enormous underwater movement near Antarctica. According to the uploader, this thing was nearly the size of Texas and seemed to be pushing 25-meter-high waves as it moved ominously toward land. What makes this even stranger is what happened afterward. The entire dataset and its history were taken down from the website. Officials later claimed it was nothing but a system glitch, but Instagram commenters weren't buying it. From theories about the Kraken to ancient sea monsters like Leviathan, the speculation went wild. Now, personally, I lean toward the glitch explanation. If a creature that size actually existed, the ocean's water level would be noticeably affected. Not to mention, a being that massive would create catastrophic waves with even the slightest movement. While the video does show strange wave patterns, it's not quite enough to prove that something monstrous caused it. That said, there's always that small possibility that this wasn't just a glitch, but a cover-up. And if that's true, we might be dealing with something a whole lot bigger and a whole lot more terrifying than we're ready for. A Folklore Society member was deep into researching the work of an old Japanese natural historian when he stumbled upon something that shocked the entire world. The discovery was later covered by the New York Post. Hiroshi Kinoshita of the Okayama Folklore Society had been studying the archives of Kiyawaki, a historical Japanese naturalist known for his work on mysterious creatures. But while digging through the records, Hiroshi uncovered something bizarre. He found what appeared to be a mummified creature, roughly 12 inches in length, allegedly caught in the Pacific Ocean near the Japanese island of Shikoku in the early 1700s. Accompanying it was a letter claiming it was the preserved body of a 300-year-old mermaid, once kept inside a temple in the city of Asakuchi. Just by looking at it, you can see why it's so unsettling. It has sharp, predator-like pointed teeth, human-like hands and hair, but the lower body clearly resembles that of a fish, a true hybrid of nightmare fuel. According to Hiroshi, this mermaid might have had religious or cultural significance in Japan. There's even an ancient belief that if someone eats the flesh of a mermaid, they gain immortality. Now, while it definitely looks eerily real, there's another possibility that experts have pointed out. Some believe this could be a man-made artifact, crafted either for export to Europe or to be displayed as a spectacle in Japan. It's possible that someone stitched together the head and torso of a small monkey with the tail of a fish, creating this grotesque fusion to fool the public. But real or fake, one thing's for sure, I wouldn't mess with it. The world is still recovering from COVID-19, and the last thing we need is to unleash an ancient curse or awaken something we don't understand. An Australian cave explorer made a chilling discovery near the South Pole, but what followed 2 weeks later was straight out of a nightmare. This video recently went viral, showing what appears to be a mysterious cave hidden deep in Antarctica. The man behind this discovery was Australian explorer Rodney Marks, who stumbled upon the cave back in 2000 while hiking through the frozen wilderness. But then, something terrifying happened. Just 2 weeks after discovering the cave, Rodney was found dead. The investigation revealed he had died from methanol poisoning, a highly toxic substance commonly found in industrial chemicals like antifreeze and windshield washer fluid. However, some believe it's all a lie. What makes this even more unsettling is that the circumstances of his death remain a mystery to this day. Despite numerous investigations and swirling theories, including the possibility of foul play, no one has ever been held accountable, and no clear explanation has been confirmed. Some say it was an accident. Others believe he discovered something he wasn't supposed to and paid the ultimate price. Thinking about going kayak fishing? You might want to watch this video first, and then think again. This terrifying footage was captured by a group of kayakers in Florida who decided to test the waters, literally, before getting in. For their experiment, they dressed up a dummy with a sweater and a hat, placed it on a kayak, and pushed it into the lake just to see if anything unusual would happen. What the camera captured next was downright horrifying. Out of nowhere, something massive emerges from the water, and in a split second, it lunges and bites the dummy's arm with power. It was a huge crocodile, mistaking the dummy for real human prey. So before you head out with your kayak, take a moment to check the waters. Because out there, you might not be the only one fishing. You might be on the menu. If you believe in angels, then this next video might just be the proof you've been waiting for. Evidence of something far greater watching over us. This clip was uploaded to Instagram and features what appear to be ancient cave petroglyphs, all depicting a humanoid figure with large wings. But here's where it gets truly mysterious. These carvings weren't all found in the same place or time period. In fact, they were discovered thousands of miles apart, across different continents and different centuries. The first petroglyph comes from Fugop Cave in Japan, believed to be around 7,000 years old. The second was found in 9 Mile Canyon, Utah, estimated to be between 1,000 and 2,000 years old. The third was discovered in Gobustan, Azerbaijan, and it's the oldest of them all, dating back over 10,000 years. Despite these massive geographical and chronological gaps, the resemblance between these winged figures is almost identical. That raises one chilling question. How did 3 ancient civilizations, separated by oceans and millennia, carve the same being into stone? Could it be a shared mythological archetype, or something even more extraordinary, a real angelic encounter experienced by multiple cultures? Sure, one carving could be coincidence, maybe even 2, but 3 nearly identical winged figures from 3 different corners of the world? That starts to feel like a message carved across time. At 3 a.m., a homeowner woke with a gut feeling something was wrong. They checked their ring cam, and what they saw still has them shaken. The footage you're about to see was captured around 3 in the morning, and according to the homeowner, they were jolted awake by a strange, almost instinctive feeling, like something was watching them. So they opened the Ring app, and then this happened. A mysterious figure appears out of thin air, slowly moving, and then, right in front of their eyes, It walks straight through a wooden fence, like it's not even there. The form looks humanoid. You can clearly make out a head and lower body, but the way it phases through solid wood feels like something straight out of a horror film. The homeowner was left completely stunned and confused. Now, could this be a Halloween trick? Maybe. It's that time of year, and people do go all out for a good scare. But here's the thing. The texture of the figure, its movement, and the overall quality of the video look disturbingly real. If it was edited, the person who made this deserves an award. But if it wasn't, well, let's just say, I wouldn't blame the homeowner if they listed the house the next day and never looked back. Next up, we've got a village so haunted, even the government sealed it off, because not even their laws could reach it. This video was uploaded to a horror-dedicated Instagram page, and what it revealed was something straight out of a nightmare. At first glance, it looks like just a tunnel entrance, but then you notice the massive concrete blocks sealing it off. According to the caption and comments, this is said to be the entrance to Inunaki Village, a place that, according to official records, no longer exists. They say it's been sealed off like this since 2007, and for good reason. Depending on who you ask, some say the village was plagued by satanic rituals, cannibalism, and even daily murders. Others claim it went underwater, and the entrance was sealed simply because there's nothing left to enter. But here's where it gets truly chilling. There's an official sign right outside the entrance warning that Japanese law does not apply beyond that point. Let that sink in for a moment. There are also urban legends that people who entered were attacked, and their tormented souls now haunt the area, unable to move on, and desperate for revenge. Some fans of the manga, Dan Dadan, even say there's a guardian spirit that haunts the place, trying to calm the other souls, though that part might be fiction. But honestly, with everything else surrounding this place, who can tell? Whether the stories are real or not, one thing is for sure. Those massive blocks, the government warning, and the complete isolation of this site make it one of the creepiest locations on the planet. Even if none of the legends are true, the atmosphere alone is enough to keep most people far, far away. Sometimes, it's best to leave certain places untouched and forgotten. We've all heard of the Mariana Trench, but what if something even deeper and far more terrifying exists? Welcome to the Kola Super Deep Borehole. Just a week ago, an Instagram account at Morbid Curiosity posted something that shook the entire horror community. The post featured the Kola Borehole, a project from the Soviet era that is said to be the deepest hole ever drilled into the earth, going even deeper than the Mariana Trench. For a quick comparison, the deepest man-made ocean hole, drilled off the coast of Japan, goes down about 26,000 feet. But the Kola borehole, it plunges over 40,000 feet into the Earth's crust. That's more than 7.5 miles straight down, closer to the Earth's mantle than anything humanity has ever reached. But that's not even the terrifying part. It's what they heard after lowering a thermal microphone into the shaft back in 1983. In the clip, you can hear blood-curdling screams, like the cries of humans being tortured, tormented, and trapped in agony. Some even claim it sounds like the suffering of souls in hell. Whether you believe in the afterlife or not, these sounds are enough to make your spine crawl. Now, skeptics argue that the audio is a mix of looped sound effects allegedly taken from the 1972 horror movie Barren Blood. And maybe it is. But still, back in the 1980s, when tech wasn't half as advanced as it is today, humans drilled that deep into the earth and somehow recorded this. That alone is unsettling. And now that technology has evolved even further. I can't help but wonder, what happens if we go deeper? Will we hit the mantle, or something far worse, the gates of hell itself? A group of researchers diving in Lake Michigan discovered something so strange it could rewrite what we thought we knew about ancient history. The video you're looking at shows two photographs captured by a research team during an underwater expedition in Lake Michigan. While exploring the lake bed, they came across something mind-blowing, a mysterious stone formation resembling a miniature Stonehenge, with pillar-like rocks arranged in a circle, surrounding a larger central stone. But here's where it gets even crazier. One of the stones appeared to have carvings of a mastodon, an ancient creature that went extinct over 120,000 years ago. And just like that, people began calling it Michigan's Stonehenge. Experts are still debating its origin. Some suggest it may have been used by ancient caribou hunters, while others believe it could have served as a primitive calendar, much like the real Stonehenge. Whatever its true purpose was, one thing is clear. This is a surreal glimpse into a time long before us, buried beneath the waters of one of the Great Lakes. Just imagine 120,000 years of forgotten history, resting quietly underwater, until now. What was supposed to be a normal routine flight turned into a full-blown nightmare scenario for one helicopter pilot flying over New Jersey. This eerie footage dates back to December 2024, when it surfaced online and quickly went viral. It was captured by a helicopter pilot mid-flight over New Jersey, when he suddenly spotted something that defied all logic. As he was cruising through the skies, a strange glowing light started to pulse within the clouds, almost like an explosion trying to break free. The light wasn't static either. It kept shifting in size and brightness, flickering wildly like a living flame trapped in the sky. And according to the pilot, just before the glow appeared, he had noticed a bright orange orb hovering in the same direction. The internet had a field day with theories. Some viewers claimed it was a divine warning or even a sign of Jesus returning. Others went all in, calling it a battle between angels hidden behind the clouds. But the most reasonable explanation so far, it might have been a rare case of cloud-to-cloud lightning discharge, creating an illusion of a fiery sky battle. Even if that's true, it doesn't make it any less terrifying from the pilot's perspective. Imagine flying through the sky, and it suddenly starts glowing like a portal just opened. This guy was just chilling in a parking lot when nature decided to throw him into a sci-fi movie.
What the fuck?
The video, originally posted on Instagram, shows what looks like Mother Nature showing off with her own bizarre light show. It was raining, and as the driver sat in his car, he captured something incredibly strange, a glowing electric orb forming mid-air, darting and floating like some kind of plasma ball from another dimension. It honestly looks straight out of a Marvel scene, but nope, this is real. Toward the end of the video, things get even more intense. The glowing orb seems to explode, releasing a surge of energy that lights up the entire area. It's beautiful and terrifying. What you're looking at is something called ball lightning, also known as the globular ray, one of the most mysterious and least understood phenomena in all of atmospheric science. Unlike your average lightning bolt, which is fast, sharp, and gone in a flash, ball lightning floats. It's a glowing sphere, often the size of a tennis ball or even a melon, that hangs eerily in the air, drifting for a few seconds or even longer before vanishing, or worse, detonating. And yes, before you ask, it is dangerous. Though extremely rare, it's been known to cause burns, injuries, and damage, especially when it explodes. There's even a report of a pilot flying a P-3C Orion who got hit by one, but luckily, no serious damage was reported. Still, the fact that glowing, floating orbs of raw energy can just appear out of nowhere. Yeah, that's enough to make you look twice the next time it rains. If a floating lightning orb didn't already rattle your nerves, this next clip cranks the creep factor up a notch, this time with a touch of the paranormal. This eerie footage was captured by a group of friends during a casual night walk through their neighborhood. What started as a chill stroll quickly turned into something out of a horror movie when one of them spotted something strange in the distance and immediately hit record. In the video, you can see the source of their panic, a glowing fireball mysteriously floating in the air. There's no wire, no drone, nothing supporting it, just a free-floating ball of fire, drifting around as if it has a mind of its own. Or worse, being controlled by something invisible. You can clearly hear the boys in the background, genuinely panicked, their voices trembling with fear. According to the uploader, this may not be anything natural at all. He believes it could be a jinn or an evil spirit wandering the area. And honestly, that explanation somehow makes it even creepier than it already is. Sometimes, nature, or whatever force is behind it, acts in such a bizarre way that it makes us question everything we believe is real. This chilling footage comes from a construction site in Mexico, and what it captures is nothing short of unsettling. In the video, recorded by a worker on site, we see what looks like a simple rag lying motionless on the ground. And beneath it seems like there's a human figure curled, completely still. Suddenly, the figure stands upright, almost unnaturally, like it's waking from a long sleep. But here's where it takes a disturbing turn. As the wind blows the rag away, We expect to see someone underneath, but there's no one there. Nothing. Just empty space. That rag, which seemed to be draped over a person, was apparently just resting on the ground the whole time, and yet, we all saw someone rise from it. People are now calling it a spirit, returning to finish some unfinished business. A soul that perhaps forgot it had a task left behind on this earth. If I were the guy recording this, let's just say I'd have handed in my helmet and walked off-site immediately. No paycheck is worth witnessing that kind of ghostly wake-up call. We've all seen mutant monsters in movies, but this one showed up in real life, on a farm in China. This unsettling report was first covered by Mail Online, and it documents what might be one of the weirdest genetic mutations ever captured on camera. At a rural farm in China, something shocking happened. A piglet was born with not 4, but 8 legs. Even stranger, most of those extra limbs were growing from its back, like something straight out of a sci-fi horror flick. Unfortunately, the piglet only survived for a few minutes after birth. A heartbreaking, but perhaps merciful outcome, considering the severe deformity. Genetic mutations like this are rare, but when they do happen, they often result in serious health issues that make life unbearable for the animal. So, while this little guy's time was brief, some might say it was better for him to find peace early than suffer through a painful life. If you're a science fiction enthusiast, then trust me, this captivating video is worth a watch. Uploaded on YouTube, this video captures a truly bizarre phenomenon unfolding in the night sky. Recorded by a driver, it begins with a bright orb hovering above. But here's where things get really interesting. The orb starts behaving strangely. It dims, then begins to move, leaving a trail of smoke in its wake. And before you know it, it bursts open, transforming into a dazzling display of light and smoke against the dark canvas of the night sky. It's a mesmerizing sight, to say the least, but also a bit unsettling. As the spectacle unfolds, the glow expands, accompanied by billowing smoke. It's enough to leave you wondering what on earth is going on up there. Some viewers speculate it could be a punch in the fabric of space-time, while others suggest alien activity. But without more details, it's all just speculation for now. Imagine you're enjoying your cruise when suddenly, the captain announces an unexpected turn. In this video, captured by a family on a cruise trip, the cruise ship approaches a life raft in the middle of the vast sea. To their surprise, the raft appears to be all alone. No signs of anyone needing help. It's just there, gently bobbing on the waves, with not a single soul on board or in the surrounding waters. The only company it has are some curious birds flying around. This scene raises some pretty big questions and a bit of concern. Why is this life raft adrift in the sea, and what was its purpose? Was someone on it, needing assistance? Or did it accidentally fall from another ship? The mystery adds an unsettling twist to the situation, leaving us with more questions than answers. The vastness of the open sea holds secrets that sometimes baffle even the most seasoned cruisegoers. Ever wondered what it would be like to witness towering monsters like Godzilla in real life? Well, this video from California tries to give us a taste of that thrill. The video shows a dark sky ready to unleash a thunderstorm. In the midst of the intense weather, lightning suddenly lights up the clouds, revealing a colossal humanoid figure's shadow for just a fleeting moment. This gigantic shadow, reaching sky high, resembles an old man holding a walking stick. The sight is undeniably eerie, and the person recording the video seems genuinely scared. Yet, upon closer examination, to me it seems the fear factor may stem more from the lightning itself than the mysterious shadow. Nevertheless, many viewers believe in the authenticity of the video. The lingering question persists. Could this be a genuine encounter with a colossal being? Or is it merely a skillfully crafted illusion, sparked by the dramatic theatrics of Mother Nature? The decision is yours. This video shows a train journey through a wooded area where it takes an unexpected turn when the driver captures something mysterious in the distance. A colossal, motionless creature, towering and entirely white, stands there fixated on the passing train. Its sheer size is awe-inspiring, and it seems genuinely curious about the locomotive, standing as if observing the spectacle. The video sparks fascination, reminding us that our world is full of enigmatic wonders. This creature, with its ghostly appearance, adds an extra layer of intrigue to the scene. The person behind the camera even goes on to label it as a ghost sighted on the train track, emphasizing the otherworldly nature of the encounter. While a rational explanation might be a scarecrow or a Halloween decoration set up by nearby residents, the unsettling feeling lingers. Even if it were a scarecrow, the sight of this figure standing alone in the middle of nowhere raises eyebrows and sends a shiver down the spine. Nowadays, creating fake Bigfoot sighting clips is relatively easy, but capturing it on a Facebook stream adds a whole new level of authenticity. This particular video comes from a Facebook streamer enjoying a forest hike with his uncle. As the live stream documented their return, the uncle suddenly grew alarmed by something in the distant forest. The streamer swiftly zoomed in on his camera to the spot indicated by his uncle and spotted a massive black creature standing completely still. This creature, covered in dark fur, initially seemed bear-like, but upon closer observation, it became clear it was something more humanoid. Both the streamer and his uncle were gripped by fear, and in the background, the distant barks of nearby dogs hinted at the unsettling presence of this mysterious being.
Oh my God, what is that? Look, a damn kangaroo. Hold up, I'm gonna get it on tape. A bear or something? Look like a damn bear.
The creature, resembling a Bigfoot, lurked behind the woods, seemingly stalking the streamer and his uncle. What added to the eerie scene were the strange hand signals the Bigfoot-like creature was making from a distance, possibly communicating with other Bigfoots in the area. The tension in the air and the mysterious signals raise questions about the existence of these elusive creatures and what their intentions might be. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Remember the childhood fascination with mermaids? Well, this recent internet video made me question whether our mermaid dreams might have a touch of reality. The footage, shot by a hiker from a hidden spot near a lake, captures a creature in the water that looks remarkably like a mermaid. This aquatic being sports a fish-like lower body and a woman's head, embodying the classic mermaid image. As the video unfolds, the mermaid-like creature gracefully swims in the lake, bringing a touch of magic to the scene. However, my enthusiasm took a hit when the video ended without revealing the creature's face. This absence raised my suspicions, leading me to believe that the video might be a clever hoax. It's possible that the mysterious creature was merely a woman in an exceptionally well-crafted mermaid costume, playing into our childhood fantasies. While the video sparked excitement, the lack of a conclusive view leaves room for skepticism, reminding us to approach such enchanting sightings with a hint of caution. Are you a believer in ghosts, or do you stand with the skeptics? Whichever side you're on, brace yourself for this next clip that's sure to send shivers down your spine, straight from the depths of the internet. Recorded by a home security camera, This video captures a sight that the homeowner won't soon forget. In the footage, we're in the dining room with a doorway leading to another room. Suddenly, a smoky figure glides through the room, sending chills down your spine. This figure, though transparent and smoky in appearance, takes on a humanoid shape. It's reminiscent of what many describe as a ghost, but the way it moves and appears is eerily human-like. Adding to the mystery, the homeowner who uploaded the video claims that no one was home at the time of recording. So the possibility of it being a human or a camera malfunction showing a smoky outline is ruled out. Could it truly be a spirit caught on camera? It certainly seems that way. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. This next clip showcases a bizarre creature reportedly captured by Malaysian Aborigines, featuring the body of a snake and the head of a human. The creature you just witnessed is currently housed in a Malaysian museum and is said to have been captured by Malaysian Aborigines. Its appearance is truly unusual, resembling a hybrid of a snake and a human. Its upper body exhibits human-like features, while its lower body resembles that of a snake. According to local tales, this creature was spotted by individuals in the mountains years ago. Witnesses claimed that the creature initially pleaded to be released back into the mountains, while others believed it was attempting to summon a male monster for rescue. This story is quite unsettling, as it suggests the existence of such beings in the recent past. Just the thought of a snake that can communicate is unsettling. Living in a world where such creatures roam would certainly be unnerving. After watching this clip, I was initially shocked, and the more I thought about its potential reality, I found myself genuinely terrified. Believe it or not, what you're witnessing isn't from some monster movie. It's a real creature that washed up on a beach in Ireland. At first glance, this creature resembles something straight out of a sea monster tale. It has a bulky body with a texture reminiscent of a crocodile skin, along with weird tentacle-like gills on its neck and a fish-like head. Its back is adorned with dragon-like scales and large fins, and even its tail is adorned with scales. Every aspect of this creature is bizarre, but the most unsettling part has to be its googly eyeball popping out. Personally, I'm skeptical about the authenticity of that eye. It seems like it might have been placed there by onlookers to add to the scene's weirdness and confusion. However, even if the eyeball is fake, the rest of the creature appears eerily real. The mere thought that such a creature could exist in our oceans sends literal chills down my spine. This video, captured by a fisherman, is guaranteed to send your ocean fear soaring to new heights because it unveils the mysteries lurking in the dark depths. The footage was taken by a fisherman who heard some commotion beneath his wooden dock. Intrigued, he decided to bait an opening between the dock's planks with a fish from his catch. As soon as the fish hit the water, something lunged at it with lightning speed. In the blink of an eye, the mysterious creature devoured nearly the entire fish in one swift bite. The aggressiveness and speed of whatever lurked beneath the dock are truly chilling. Just watching how rapidly it snatched the fish away sends shivers down my spine. The fear of the unknown is palpable, and I can't help but wonder what would have happened if the fisherman had dared to insert his hand there. The ocean never fails to keep us on edge. Throughout history, mirrors have been gateways to other realms, portals to the unknown, and this video shows you why.
Look at this fucking handprint. This thing is like twice as big as my hand, and it's all spindly.
In this bone-chilling footage, A homeowner proudly shows off his newly installed mirror, but his excitement quickly turns to terror when his mother points out something unsettling.
Last night, my mom just had these mirrors cleaned. The cleaners were just in here. And she woke up and she's like, "Did you do this on my mirror?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
As he inspects the mirror, he's greeted by a startling discovery: 2 ominous handprints adorning its surface. Now you might be thinking, handprints. That's nothing out of the ordinary. But these handprints are anything but normal. They're colossal, dwarfing the homeowner's own hand by a significant margin. These are twice the size of an average human hand, seemingly imprinted onto the mirror overnight. The implications of this spine-chilling revelation are enough to make even the bravest souls tremble with fear. Is there an intruder lurking in the shadows, silently observing from the confines of the bedroom? Or could these ghostly handprints be a harbinger of something far more sinister? Whatever the truth may be, one thing's for certain: this unsettling encounter will linger in your thoughts long after the lights go out. The odds of being struck by a meteorite are astronomically low, but never zero, at least not for this unsuspecting woman. This photo you see here was taken in 1954, and it captures the aftermath of a truly bizarre event. The lady in the photo is Ann Hodges, and that mark on her stomach isn't a surgical scar. It's a cosmic souvenir. A softball-sized meteorite, hurtling through the atmosphere, pierced the roof of her Alabama home and struck her while she napped peacefully. Talk about an unwelcome house guest. While Anne undoubtedly holds the dubious distinction of being the only documented human ever hit by a meteorite, she was fortunate in her misfortune. The space rock merely grazed her side, leaving a bruise but thankfully not causing more serious injury. This incredible incident serves as a stark reminder that the dangers lurking above can be far stranger than fiction. Have you ever seen those ghost possession movies where the Pope rolls up his sleeves and performs an exorcism? Well, forget Hollywood. I found a video online that shows what appears to be a real-life exorcism, and let me tell you, it's seriously creepy. This video supposedly comes from Iran and features a homeowner performing an exorcism ritual in his own house. While they're filming the ceremony, they capture some truly bizarre phenomena. In the beginning, as the homeowner conducts the exorcism, something unseen yanks the girl's tightly secured ponytail straight up in the air, causing her to panic. Then, in the very next shot, we see the father, presumably performing the ritual on a picture frame. As he does, the frame inexplicably begins to shake and falls off the wall on its own. This pattern of objects moving and falling by themselves continues throughout the house, all caught on camera. Honestly, it's chilling to watch. The family's reactions throughout the whole ordeal seem genuine, adding to the unsettling realism of the video. Just check out their expressions. Pure terror. The question of whether aliens exist has raged online for years, and videos like this only fan the flames of the debate.
The heck is that? Oh my god!
This video, supposedly taken on July 4th, 2011, features a man who lives a whopping 6 miles from the nearest city. He hears strange sounds coming from the forest behind his house, and, well, let's just say curiosity, or maybe a little recklessness, gets the better of him. He ventures out, armed with only a flashlight and camera, to investigate the source of the noise. Not exactly the brightest idea, in my opinion. As he explores the woods, he spots a strange figure hunched over in the bushes, seemingly busy with something. He zooms in with his camera, and whatever this thing is, it seems to notice. It locks eyes with the cameraman, who understandably freaks out and bolts. So what was this creepy creature? Let's take a closer look at the footage when it was caught on camera. The figure has a thin build and an unmistakable hunched posture that screams alien to me. Spotting a potential alien is scary enough, but what really sends shivers down my spine is what it might have been doing out there in the woods, all alone and acting so strange. So the same guy who captured the last footage of the possible alien encounter in the woods is back with another video. And let me tell you, things just got a whole lot more terrifying.
My God, what the heck? Oh my God! What the?
Apparently, 5 months after his initial sighting, this man had another close call with the strange hunched creature. This time, however, it wasn't just lurking in the forest. It was right outside his front door. On December 7th, 2011, according to the video, he encountered the creature again. Before he could get a good look at it, the thing bolted towards him, forcing him to scramble back inside his house. The footage, shaky and unclear as it is, seems to show an aggressive movement. The creature lunges at the cameraman with surprising speed and ferocity. He barely dodges it. It's all undeniably creepy. But here's the real head scratcher. Why does this guy keep going back for more? Seriously, dude, call the police, call animal control, call literally anyone else. This thing is clearly dangerous. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Disaster can strike when you least expect it, as this harrowing footage captured by a traffic camera demonstrates. Can you believe it? That car took a nosedive straight into the ground. In the clip, we witness a dump truck innocently cruising along, but as it passes a certain spot, the road gives way, creating a massive sinkhole in its wake. While one car manages to swerve around the impending disaster, fate takes a cruel turn for the vehicle trailing behind. It plunges headfirst into the gaping chasm, leaving us all in shock. Thankfully, the driver of the first car saw it and stopped to offer assistance. But the video leaves us on edge, wondering about the aftermath. Now, you might be wondering, what caused this nightmare scenario? Well, sinkholes like this one often form due to the relentless erosion caused by acidic rainwater, gradually weakening the bedrock beneath the surface. When you add the hefty weight of a dump truck rolling over, it's a recipe for disaster waiting to happen. So, next time, take it slow, stay vigilant, and always double-check your surroundings. After all, you never know when luck might decide to take a detour. This next clip, showing a strange baby creature caught by a homeowner in his walls, is quite unsettling, to say the least. Now, what you just witnessed wasn't some prop or creature from an alien movie set, but a real discovery made by a homeowner in Indonesia. This creature is straight out of a monster mash, with its appearance leaving us scratching our heads in wonder. Its body resembles that of a mouse, but its face is where things get really strange. It sports a single, elongated eye smack dab in the middle, and its paws resemble those of a lion cub, topped off with cat-like ears. A rat-feline hybrid with a single eye? Now that's enough to give anyone the scares. While I'm not sure if this creature hails from another planet, there's a possibility that it's the result of some genetic mutation during its birth. These mutations can sometimes lead to abnormalities like the one seen in this video. Regardless of its origin, I definitely wouldn't want this creature crawling around in my walls. That's for sure. A hiker uploaded this jaw-dropping video on Instagram, claiming to have captured footage of the legendary Bigfoot. And let me tell you, this hiker's got some solid proof. In the video, the hiker aims their camera towards the edge of the woods, when suddenly, a massive creature strides through the trees. This thing is towering and covered in thick black fur. Its gait is eerily humanoid, and its overall body shape certainly resembles one. Even the hiker's dog seems distressed, barking furiously at the creature. At first glance, some might mistake it for an ape or gorilla, but here's the thing. This video was filmed in Canada, where there are no native populations of apes or gorillas. So, if it's not one of those primates, then what could it be? Well, it seems like the only logical explanation is that this is indeed the legendary Bigfoot. Do you believe in teleportation? You know, the kind where you're whisked away to another place in the blink of an eye? Well, if you do, get ready to have your belief strengthened. And if you don't, get ready to have your views challenged. Yep, you just saw it happen. That guy seemingly appeared out of thin air. This mind-boggling video was captured by a police cruiser's dash cam during a high-speed chase of a stolen vehicle. As the adrenaline-fueled pursuit unfolded on the road, the stolen vehicle suddenly swerved to avoid something. Out of nowhere, there's a man standing there in the middle of the road. Upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that the road was completely blind for the police cruiser due to the presence of the stolen vehicle in front. So there was no way to see where the man came from. It's like the man materialized in the middle of the road as the other vehicle moved out of the way. Whether or not that person was real remains a mystery, but if they were, it's a miracle they weren't hit by the police cruiser. This next clip from India showcases the astonishing effects of genetic mutations, and it's unlike anything you've seen before. Captured by a news channel in an Indian village, this footage unveils a truly unusual sight. A baby goat with only one large eye in the middle of its face. This eye looks remarkably human-like, giving the goat a rather surreal appearance. Some villagers even consider this goat to be holy, or a miracle of sorts. But in reality, this is the result of a genetic mutation called cyclopia. Cyclopia is a rare abnormality where both eyes fuse into a single central orbit in the middle of the face. While this mutation is uncommon in humans, it's a bit more prevalent in animals, especially baby goats. Despite its fascinating and somewhat terrifying appearance, these goats often face challenges with their vision and daily functioning, which is indeed quite unfortunate. This next clip is pretty bizarre. It shows a person 6 feet under in a grave, trying to communicate with the outside world in a strange way. The video comes from a graveyard where someone recorded a very unusual thing happening at a grave. In the video, you can see a grave among many others in a graveyard, with flowers placed on top. The strange thing about this particular grave is the way one of the flowers is behaving. Instead of swaying gently in the breeze, the flower is inexplicably spinning in circles, almost like a tiny pinwheel. This erratic movement is certainly eye-catching. The flower makes complete rotations. Of course, a logical explanation could be that someone installed a hidden motor inside the flower, causing it to spin, but that doesn't explain why someone would do such a thing. The other, more unsettling possibility is that the person buried beneath the grave is trying to send a message from beyond the veil. This video has sparked a lot of debate online, with viewers divided on the cause of the spinning flower. What do you think? Is it a mechanical prank or something more paranormal? Ever dreamt of witnessing a real-life phoenix rising from the ashes? Well, this photo might just spark your imagination. This incredible picture taken near Mount Etna captures a truly awe-inspiring sight. A fiery bird soaring majestically across the sky. Online, it's been dubbed the Phoenix of Etna due to its uncanny resemblance to the mythical creature. Just look at the sheer size of this fiery bird. Compare it to the buildings below, dwarfed by its imposing presence. Now, before you get too excited, there's a scientific explanation. This isn't a real phoenix come to life, but rather a clever trick of nature. Mount Etna, known for its volcanic activity, has erupted, causing the trees on its slopes to burn. The smoke and flames have created a remarkable illusion, forming the silhouette of a majestic phoenix against the sky. Of course, this fiery spectacle wouldn't last forever. This illusion would vanish within minutes. But that doesn't diminish the incredible power and beauty captured in this photo. It's a fleeting glimpse of nature's raw power and the captivating potential for illusion it can create. The internet thrives on the strange and unexplained, and this video circulating on Reddit is a prime example. It's enough to make you double-check your locks before bed. Forget the shaky, over-dramatized footage you see in ghost movies. This video claims to be the real deal, captured by a home security camera in India. It shows a seemingly ordinary street with something really terrifying roaming in it. It is a tall, shadowy form, gliding eerily just above the ground. It moves with an unsettling grace, its form shifting and seeming to fade into the darkness before vanishing completely. The lack of detail due to the darkness only adds to the unsettling ambience. This video has gone viral, igniting a firestorm of debate. Some viewers are convinced it's undeniable proof of the paranormal, while others remain skeptical. Is this a genuine encounter with the unknown captured on camera, or something more down-to-earth cleverly manipulated? We won't tell you what to believe. Imagine stepping outside one morning to find the sky painted a chilling shade of red, like something out of an apocalyptic nightmare. That's precisely what unfolded in this jaw-dropping video. Straight out of a Hollywood doomsday movie, this footage from China captures a scene that's as surreal as it is terrifying. Locals are in a frenzy as they witness the heavens draped in a unique, blood-red hue. It's as if the entire sky has been dipped in crimson paint, sending shockwaves of panic through the community. But what could possibly turn the sky such a ghastly shade? According to reports, it's a bizarre combination of atmospheric moisture and the crimson lights emitted by fishing boats. Yes, you heard that right, fishing boats, inadvertently casting an eerie glow that blankets the entire city in an otherworldly hue. Let's hope those unwitting fishermen adjust their lights before they unwittingly trigger another panic-inducing spectacle. A bright, sunny day, a canvas of blue sky. Suddenly, something darts across the heavens, and then vanishes.
Bruh.
Look, there's something flying through the air. What the fuck is that?
What is that? A dark shape, far too small for an airplane, zipping through the clouds. Could it be a bird, a drone, or something far more enigmatic? A flying human, or maybe, just maybe, a visitor from other world. It disappeared too quickly to be sure. This is fascinating. Think about the people filming. They must have seen it earlier, or why randomly shoot a video of clouds?
There's something flying through the air. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Their voices are filled with excitement and surprise. Are they hoping for an alien encounter? Does that mean this object is so strange, the only possible explanation is otherworldly? The thought of visitors from beyond our planet is thrilling. Let's just hope they're not the world-destroying kind from the Independence Day movies. I've seen some strange things, but this footage genuinely gives me the creeps. It's nighttime, security footage of what seems like a walled compound, with trees in the background. So far, so ordinary, but watch what emerges from the bottom right of the screen, racing along the wall. Can we even call them creatures? They're more like shifting shapes too fast and blurry to identify in this darkness. Yet, on closer inspection, there's something almost comical about them. Like mischievous ghosts from Ghostbusters. Eerie indeed. Just when you think it can't get weirder, it does. Watch those last two shapes. They collide and burst, not with blood but something hazy. Wisps of smoke, maybe. They fall within the compound walls. Yet the other shapes just keep running, disappearing into the night. If it were just the creatures, you might dismiss them as unfamiliar animals obscured by the dark. But that burst, the strange substance, there's no easy explanation for that. Perhaps analysis of whatever fell within the compound could solve this mystery. For now, well, the night feels a bit colder, a bit less safe, and a lot less familiar. The legend of Bigfoot refuses to fade. Every so often, new footage or photos emerge, reigniting the debate about this elusive creature. But there's never enough proof to definitively solve the mystery. Let's see if this next clip changes things.
Can you see it? No. I don't see anything. Oh! Look at the size of that thing! Dude, that's not a bear! That's not a bear! That's not a bear!
Two men are seeking peace and quiet in the woods near Ashigan Lake. But they hear a strange sound, a rhythmic knocking, like a colossal woodpecker from the nearby trees. Drawn by curiosity, they investigate, half expecting to find a bear. As they venture closer to the trees, something moves. A clear view is impossible. An uneasy feeling settles in. Then they capture this footage and quickly retreat. It's fleeting, but can you see it? That upright walk, that casual stride, ignoring the men completely, as if they weren't even there. It's undeniably creepy. Yet, like so many other sightings, this isn't enough to settle the Bigfoot question. It's a tantalizing glimpse, enough to pique our interest, but not enough to satisfy it. The mystery of Bigfoot endures, fueled by moments like this. One thing is certain, the wilderness holds secrets far stranger than we imagine. Truth, as they say, is stranger than fiction. Even the most imaginative science fiction writers couldn't dream up what you're seeing. What is it? Honestly, I'm not sure. Those who captured the footage claim it's a newborn shark. Putting my skeptical hat on, the best I can tell you is this. We're looking at some kind of mutant baby shark with an eerily human-like face. It's truly one of the strangest creatures I've ever seen, and believe me, our oceans are filled with oddities. Sure, it might even be a little cute now, but imagine it full-grown. A 30-foot shark with that same face. Suddenly, the cute factor vanishes, doesn't it? Let's hope this is just one of nature's bizarre quirks, and not something far more sinister. A lab experiment gone wrong. Or worse, a lab experiment gone horribly right. What if some twisted genius wanted to create a monster and succeeded? That's a terrifying thought indeed. Let me warn you, our next clip is the stuff of nightmares. If you're here for truly unsettling footage, this is for you.
Turn the light on. Sounds like it's in the corner.
What the fuck is that? Shit! Which way's the exit? Which way's the exit?
A group of teenagers seeking a thrill decide to explore an abandoned house under the cover of darkness. The air is thick with decay. Shattered glass and filthy rags litter the floor. It's thrilling. Until it isn't. From down the hallway, a strange sound echoes.
Shh. Turn the light off.
Fear creeps into their voices as they try to pinpoint the source. Recklessly, perhaps driven by terror, they turn off their flashlight. Growls erupt, rising in intensity and aggression. They flick the lights back on, revealing a creature lurking behind the walls. In an instant, they bolt. The creature's snarls grow louder, as if in pursuit.
Turn the light on. Sounds like it's in the corner.
What the fuck is that? Shit!
Some of them escape, but the video ends abruptly. Did everyone make it out alive? If this isn't staged, it's one of the most terrifying pieces of footage I've seen. This obsession with exploring haunted places is beyond me. Is the thrill truly worth risking your life? Whatever that creature was, it was clearly dangerous. This wasn't some homeless person seeking shelter. This was something far more sinister. Heed my advice. If you ever find yourself in a similar situation, turn around and run. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Moving from the realm of the seemingly supernatural, we encounter a marvel of the natural world. At first, it seems like twigs and leaves, until it moves, legs like spindly branches, a body that perfectly mimics dead foliage. This insect's camouflage is extraordinary. Nature, endlessly inventive, has sculpted a true wonder. But how did evolution create such a deceptive creature? The key likely lies in its mastery of disguise. Looking out of place among those stones, its survival depends on vanishing within its surroundings. Predators pass by, completely oblivious to the life disguised as debris. This strange creature reminds us that even the most bizarre and improbable forms have their place in the grand tapestry of life. What might seem impossible is, in fact, a testament to the astonishing power of adaptation. A few videos ago, we saw a creature that sent chills down our spines. But what if the most terrifying things are those we can't see? This footage appears to be from an abandoned hospital. We can hear ragged breathing. Whoever's holding the camera is clearly frightened. They seem to be searching, perhaps following a sound. The echoing rooms are empty, bathed in an eerie stillness. Then it happens. That curtain shifting on its own. The person dares to investigate and finds nothing. This seems to be the final straw. Now tell me, what's more terrifying? A monstrous creature you can see, or a presence you can't? I, for one, can't decide, no matter what skeptics might say. There's no easy explanation for that curtain. If you ask me, there are forces in this world that defy logic, whether they're harmless or something far more sinister. Well, that's the truly chilling question. In a video making rounds on the internet, taken from Todd Standing's film Discovering Bigfoot, we catch a glimpse of an extraordinary moment where an elusive creature was caught on camera. In the clip, the mysterious being is cleverly concealed in the shadows behind a distant tree, barely noticeable to the naked eye. Thanks to the camera's high sensitivity sensor, the footage reveals a clear image of this creature. The face of the supposed Bigfoot is what many describe as typical, humanoid with large, human-like eyes, a distinct nose, and forehead wrinkles. Also, from the surface area of its face, this creature appears quite sizable, likely an adult, gazing directly at the camera with a look of surprise etched across its face. The chilling part is how this Bigfoot lurks in the shadows, and the unknown motives behind its stare. What has 32 legs and 8 tails? The answer is this creature spotted in Russia that is leaving the internet baffled. A father and son duo were out hiking on a trail in Russia when the kid noticed something weird on the ground. As he started recording, we got a glimpse of this truly bizarre worm-like creature. But as the camera zooms in, it becomes clear that this isn't your average worm. It looks more like an alien creature with countless legs and multiple tails. To me, it seemed as though 10 creatures were somehow stitched together to create this train-like structure. It's undeniably strange, but due to the slightly low quality of the video, we couldn't quite make out what this creature actually was. It could be a new hybrid of a millipede and a rat for all we know. One thing's for sure though, whatever this thing is, it should probably stay in Russia. If it ever made its way to my town, I'd be tempted to burn it down without a second thought. What if I told you there are rocks out there that, when hit, create fire and smoke? It might sound like something out of a fantasy movie, but believe it or not, that's exactly what this video shows. Yep, you're not dreaming. This footage comes all the way from Africa, where a man showcases a few strange rocks he's collected. The fascinating part? When he places these rocks in a basket, they start emitting smoke. And when he throws similar rocks together in the basket, they create sparks upon impact. It's truly bizarre to see rocks producing fire like that. The man even takes one of the rocks and strikes it with a saw, each hit producing a spark. To me, it seems like these rocks were somehow preheated, but they look completely normal. Also, just watch the cameraman's reaction when he grabs one of the rocks. He feels something burning on his hand and quickly lets it go. While it's likely these rocks were heated beforehand, the mystery still remains. Are these rocks from hell or something? It's a mind-boggling phenomenon that leaves us scratching our heads in wonder. My friends keep telling me to be more cautious as to what I believe online, and this might be the case where I am wrong. But tell me, does this not look eerily real and strange to you? It looks like a wolf, but the posture and limbs are all wrong. Like this trail camera caught a wolf shape-shifting into a humanoid creature. I know there are chances for it to be fake, but what do you think? There are some legends of shapeshifters. Could this be one? Ever heard of kraken tails being dismissed as mere myth? Well, this airplane video might just be the plot twist that changes everything.
You didn't see that? It's like something under the water.
The video showcases a breathtaking cityscape as seen through an airplane window. However, as the plane progresses, a ship docked nearby reveals something eerie lurking in the water. Adjacent to the ship, a colossal, mysterious shadow looms beneath the surface. Its size is immense, reminiscent of a ninja's shuriken. The shadow appears to be in motion, indicating it belongs to a living entity. Upon viewing this footage, people across the internet have been abuzz with speculation. Some propose it could be a gargantuan sea monster, while others suggest it might be of extraterrestrial origin. It's a puzzling sight indeed. I can't think of any fish that matches such enormity and strange shape. Every time my friends ask why I'm not into cave exploration, I just show them this video and let it do the talking.
What the fuck is that?
This footage comes from Frank, a brave cave explorer venturing into the depths of Horton Mine back in 2014. As the video begins, we hear Frank's voice narrating his preparations before delving into the cave. But then, something chilling interrupts.
The cascading water and
A strange, distorted radio-like sound emanating from within the depths. The sound is eerie, almost otherworldly, as if it's trying to communicate a message. After some enhancement, the message becomes clear. Horton, we are clear. You messed up. You should get out. Can you imagine the dread Frank must have felt upon realizing what those scratching noises were saying? Also, after the video was uploaded, conspiracy theories got wild, with the most plausible explanation being an old radio left in the cave, still powered and intercepting mining activities. Regardless of the explanation, one thing's for sure. After watching this, I'm steering clear of caves for good. This next clip I came across on Reddit got some pretty intriguing evidence that might just make you question if aliens are among us. Believe it or not, this isn't a scene from a science fiction thriller. It was actually filmed in Norway back in June 2011 by a hiker exploring a misty jungle. At first, everything seems calm and peaceful, but as the hiker zooms in on the fog, things start to get eerie. There, in the distance, are two figures standing amidst the mist. At first glance, they look almost human, but the more you look, the more bizarre they seem. It's enough to send shivers down your spine, watching these mysterious beings wandering through the forest. If I were that hiker, I'd probably be hightailing it out of there, never to set foot in the woods again. Ever had that eerie feeling that objects around you seem like they're alive? We often dismiss it as a silly notion, but this video captures one such moment that might make you think otherwise. Yep, you're seeing that right. A walking umbrella with two tiny legs. This footage was caught on a security camera on a rainy day. At first, it appears as though the wind is simply moving an umbrella around on the ground that was left there. But then something extraordinary happens. It starts taking steps and runs away. It's like the umbrella sprouted legs and decided to take a stroll. It's a scene that's both funny and downright strange to witness. Watching a non-living object move around like it's alive is pretty eerie. Sure, we know it's just the wind and some crazy designed steel spokes. But if I saw that umbrella coming toward me on the street, you can bet I'd be ready to throw hands. This next clip, recorded from an apartment, captures a truly strange and unsettling sight of the sky seemingly keeping a watchful eye on us. This footage, captured by the apartment owner, offers a stunning view of the city skyline against a backdrop of beautiful clouds. But wait, what's that bizarre figure lurking in the sky? With two large gleaming eyes and a humanoid body with arms, it almost appears as though something is peering down directly at the cameraman. Sure, it's easy to dismiss it as just a cloud formation, but there's no denying the eerie vibe it gives off. Some might even entertain the notion that it could be some sort of colossal monster camouflaging itself among the clouds. But let's face it, we're likely just seeing what our minds want us to see, as they often seek out familiar shapes in the clouds. Regardless of whether it's just a cloud or something more sinister, one thing's for certain. If I knew this thing was watching me from the sky, I'd be on my best behavior. As we reach the end of our journey, let's stay true to the spirit of this channel and wrap up with some truly bizarre clips. Feast your eyes on this. A strange sea creature washed ashore lifeless. What on earth is it? I've never seen anything like this. Thank goodness it's dead. I wouldn't fancy meeting that thing alive. Just look at its massive size and its bizarre shape. It doesn't resemble any known fish, whale, or octopus. This brings to mind those classic tales of sea monsters. Perhaps something like what Jules Verne described in Journey to the Center of the Earth. Could those legends hold a grain of truth? We've barely explored 5% of our oceans. We can't dismiss the possibility of creatures unknown to science. After all, our planet is mostly water, with 95% still shrouded in mystery. There are undoubtedly countless wonders, and perhaps even terrors lurking in the depths of this strange little world we call home. If the depths of our oceans hold such mysteries, imagine the secrets hidden in the vast expanse above us. The scale of the cosmos is almost impossible to grasp. But what's this? A blazing orange light in the sky. This does not look earthly at all. Nothing we've built resembles that. Look closely. A dense central core. Then streaks of light on either side. What could it be? Could we be witnessing a genuine unknown flying object, or what they now term an unidentified aerial phenomenon? It's undeniably beautiful, yet beauty can be deceptive. And that slow, almost hovering motion, it feels purposeful. What in nature could do that? I'm not sure what to think. But I hope with all my heart that whatever this is, it means us no harm. Speaking of unknown flying objects and aliens, here's a scene that seems ripped straight from science fiction. The fact that this purports to be real footage is what makes it chilling. Remember the iconic Star Trek line, "Beam me up, Scotty." That phrase fueled generations of dreams about cosmic exploration. But what if we don't need a starship? What if the transporter already exists? If this clip is genuine, everything we thought we knew might be wrong. One moment, two guys are casually walking. Then, a beam of light descends on the man to the right, and he vanishes in a flash. His friend is understandably terrified and flees. Seconds pass, then another beam, and the missing man reappears, seemingly falling from the sky. What just happened? Is this truly a real-life transporter? I can't imagine any other explanation. Unless someone can prove this footage is faked, I'm sticking with the wild idea that this is some kind of teleportation technology. But should we be thrilled or horrified? Who's operating this transporter? And what are their intentions? I just hope there are people smarter than me trying to figure out the answers to these questions. Ever had that dream where you're sprinting away from something through a desolate forest, feeling that spine-chilling fear. Well, this video, captured by a hiker in a Canadian forest, brings that very scenario to life. The clip starts with the camera capturing the shaky view of the forest trail, accompanied by heavy breathing from the cameraman, who is clearly running from something in the forest. Amidst the running, the hiker is also screaming, and the genuine fear in his screams is palpable. He pans the camera around, attempting to catch a glimpse of whatever is chasing him, but fear strikes again, and he continues his frantic dash for safety. After moments of continuous screaming and running, when the hiker finally turns the camera back, it captures a humanoid figure in pursuit. This humanoid figure in pursuit appears to be a naked human, but with a muscular and robust build. As the figure closes in on the hiker, the video abruptly ends. The intensity of the hiker's breaths and screams creates a truly frightening atmosphere. To me, imagining the hiker alone with no one to help adds another layer of fear to this unsettling encounter. They say some primates, like chimpanzees and capuchin monkeys, have entered their own Stone Age. But here's one gorilla, clearly determined to follow the evolutionary playbook to the letter. Check out this gorilla at the Philadelphia Zoo, strolling upright like a human. Look at that casual stride, as if this is the most natural thing in the world. This ambitious ape must have paid attention in science class. It clearly knows humans walked upright millions of years before figuring out those handy stone tools. So, unlike its tool-wielding cousins, this gorilla seems committed to mastering one evolutionary step at a time. Let's return to the realm of the unsettling. This next clip will send shivers down your spine. Someone in a high-rise building has spotted something deeply unnerving. Something in the ruins of an abandoned building across the way. What is that figure? It seems humanoid, but distorted, skeletal even, and the face. Is it blurred or simply lacking recognizable human features? Those fluid movements, as if it glides instead of walks. And notice how it seems aware of the camera. The person filming is in the opposite building, and on a much higher floor. Yet, the creature notices them and moves away out of sight. With each bizarre encounter like this, the question grows louder. If even one of these sightings is real, our world is far more terrifying than we realize. How can we go about our lives as if everything is normal? We return to the realm of the unexplained. This footage appears to be from inside a seemingly ordinary office space, but appearances can be deceiving. Watch that bag. It flies out the window as if hurled by an unseen force. A board falls from the wall. A chair shifts ominously. What's going on? The person filming has nerves of steel. Even the cabinet door is pulled open. Yet they stand their ground, continuing to record. It doesn't add up. If I were there, I'd be out the door the moment that bag took flight. This footage raises doubts. Yet, if it's genuine, it's the stuff of nightmares. I can't imagine facing such inexplicable phenomena. The sheer terror might be enough to stop my heart. Our planet is full of surprises, but it's the ocean where things really start to get mysterious. And this video is proof of that. Recorded on Fugara Beach in Australia, This footage captures a truly bizarre sight of a strange mass with an unusual skin texture washed up on the shore. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before, with white, meaty substances protruding from both sides and solid skin in the middle. And perhaps most puzzling of all, it seems to lack a recognizable face, with only strange body proportions to go by. Now, I'll admit, the frustrating part is that the video is blurry for about 90% of the time, making it difficult to discern the exact details of this mysterious creature. However, from the clear 10% we do get, it appears that this could be a body part of some larger sea creature, perhaps a whale. It's almost as if it's a torn piece from the whale's anatomy. But hey, that's just my speculation. This next clip demonstrates what happens when you interpret wearing your heart on your sleeve a bit too literally, but with an animal kingdom twist. This intriguing footage, sourced from TikTok and shared across various platforms, captures a camel exhibiting a rather bizarre behavior. As depicted in the video, a large balloon-like organ protrudes from the camel's mouth, expanding as if it were a lung or some other internal organ. The sight is undeniably grotesque, accompanied by strange noises emanating from the camel. Numerous speculations have emerged online regarding this phenomenon. Some suggest it's the camel's heart, theorizing that it's being extricated to regulate body temperature in the sweltering heat. However, the truth behind this spectacle is far less dramatic. What we're witnessing is actually the camel's soft palate, a structure found in the roof of the mouth, commonly used by male camels to court females. Yes, you heard it right. The camel is engaging in this peculiar display as a part of its mating ritual to attract potential mates. Nature indeed has its weird ways. Ever wake up in a cold sweat because you dreamt of a snake slithering across your bedroom floor? Well, this clip from Indonesia will take those nightmares to a whole new level.
Porque una culebra siempre saca la lengüita.
Pero bien largo el cuerpo.
Pues sí, por eso te digo, pero no es culebra.
The video shows a homeowner's terrifying encounter with a creature that defies everything we know about snakes. In the video, we see a long, black serpent slithering on the ground. So far, so creepy. But here's the twist that'll make your skin crawl. This snake has 4 legs. That's right. It's not just slithering, it's crawling like some kind of nightmarish lizard-snake hybrid. The homeowner seems equally shocked and awestruck, even reaching out to touch this bizarre reptile. A quick internet search yielded nothing about leggy snakes, leaving us with 2 unsettling possibilities. This could be a strange genetic mutation, a one-of-a-kind freak of nature, or maybe, just maybe, this slithering oddity with limbs isn't from this world at all. One thing's for sure, this video is a surefire way to turn sweet dreams into legless nightmares. Sleep tight, if you dare. Alright, brace yourself for this next clip, especially if you're not a fan of rats. Seriously, if you've got a fear of these critters, you might want to look away now. Believe it or not, what you're seeing is 100% real. This colossal rodent was discovered in Argentina by a startled farmer. In the footage they captured, we get a good look at just how massive this creature is. I mean, just take a look at it compared to the person holding it in the video. With its white fur, long tail, and sizable noggin, it's safe to say this rat is in a league of its own. Now, gigantism in rats isn't unheard of, but they typically max out at the size of your average arm. This behemoth, however, takes the cake. It's a rare sight to behold, but let's be honest, it's also kind of terrifying. I don't know about you, but the thought of these oversized rodents running amok in my house is enough to give me the creeps. The urge for solitude is understandable. Maybe there's an ancient instinct buried deep within us. But personally, I can't fathom the appeal of heading into the wilderness alone. We build communities for a reason. This next clip will confirm any doubts you may have about venturing solo into the unknown.
Do you see that? Over there, look, over there. Do you see that?
What the hell?
In 1957, a few people near Emerson report strange sightings. Fast forward to 1997, less than 2 miles away, and a hunter finds a discarded video camera that has the clip you watched. See that figure? Translucent. Like the alien from Predator. You can see through it, yet its outline and movements are eerily clear. It's not human. It could be right out of some sci-fi nightmare. Worse though, it attacks. They run, but it chases. It catches them, the camera hits the ground, and the recording ends, and with it, perhaps their lives, because no one has come forward to claim the camera or footage. Tell me now, would you trade everything for a little wilderness solitude, knowing this is out there? I wouldn't risk it. Our eyes and ears show us only a sliver of the world. Right now, you're relaxing on the couch. Are you truly alone? Check the kitchen, the basement. Could someone or something be there, unseen? Watch this, and those questions linger long after. Why was this person asked to point a camera down their basement stairs? I'd like to know that too. For now, watch closely. Did you see it? Those glowing eyes. That shape. It's no house pet. If it belonged there, the owner would know. This is deeply unsettling. Surely it has to be a trick of the light, a hoax. Because if it's not, the thought of ever being alone again is truly terrifying. I've always said, if you can't see the bottom of a lake or river, don't get in. After seeing enough creepy videos of what lurks in those depths, the only water I'll trust is a clear swimming pool. Take this clip from Australia, for example. What is that out there? At first, I thought maybe a hippo somehow escaped a zoo. But Australia doesn't have those. So what else? The more I look, the less sense it makes. At one point, it resembles a corpse. Old man, some kind of costume. Then, it breaks the surface. No way is that a corpse. A whale, a deformed dolphin. I'm at a loss. But one thing's for sure. It's enough to keep me and everyone I know on dry land for good. From the depths of the water to the vastness of space. Are we truly alone in this universe? It's the ultimate question, isn't it? This is bizarre. Part of me wants to explain it away. Tricks of light, odd cloud formations, anything ordinary. But the evidence defies that. There's something above those clouds, shining brightly, while the rest of the sky is dark. Those beams of light. That patch of open sky. It just doesn't make sense. Logic dictates the simplest explanation is the best. So in this case, I'm calling it an alien spacecraft. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? This unsettling video comes from Spain and showcases a mysterious and somewhat disgusting creature. At first glance, the creature appears to be a mass resembling a brain from some unknown animal. However, upon closer inspection, it becomes apparent that it's a collection of gooey worms intertwined together. Surrounding this bizarre entity are freely moving bugs, detached and seemingly unaffected. The worms within the blob exhibit minimal movement, creating an eerie scene. As the cameraman zooms out, it becomes evident that this strange entity is partially submerged in water, and the worms are freely strolling around in it. The overall sight is both mysterious and unsettling, leaving viewers with a sense of discomfort and a desire for such strange entities not to exist in our world. The spine-chilling video originates from a South American warehouse, capturing a truly terrifying sight. The footage begins with a view of the warehouse front, and suddenly, a massive and girthy creature emerges from its side. Initially resembling a bear, a closer look reveals that it is something altogether different, with distinctive features such as a hunched back and long arms. The creature, covered in medium-length black fur, strolls casually across the camera frame. Following the video, the warehouse security guard shared his experience, mentioning that he had heard a strange growling in the middle of the night, initially dismissing it as potentially mountain lions due to the warehouse's proximity to the forest. He now realizes the gravity of the situation after witnessing the mysterious creature on camera. Whether you're someone who believes in ghosts or dismisses their existence, this video from 2014 might just make you reconsider your stance. The eerie footage captured by a home security camera is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. The camera was pointed down a house corridor when it unexpectedly caught the silhouette of a figure in the darkness. This ghostly apparition resembled a creepy, long-haired lady in a white dress, standing motionless and fixated on something in the distance. After a moment, the ghostly figure begins to walk, mysteriously disappearing into the shadows of the corridor. Even watching this from the safety of my home, the sight was truly chilling. Now, I find myself more cautious when navigating the corridors of my house at night. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Back in winter 2003, a security camera at Hampton Court Palace captured something quite extraordinary. The footage shows the front, and out of the blue, the door swings open. Out walks a person, but there's something really strange about them. Instead of regular hands, this person seems skeletal in nature, with a big robe on it. As far as I heard, this footage was taken when no one was supposed to be there, especially no one dressed this strangely. The creature opens the door briefly, and we only get a glimpse of it in a couple of frames. To me, this creature seems to be a lost soul, forever reliving their moments in that palace. And that is because the way it is dressed is too odd, resembling a bit the way royalty used to dress back in the 16th century. Some folks who saw this video online suggested it was a setup made by some employees there, in order to gather more visitors. However, I'm leaning towards my theory. What are your thoughts on what this creature might be? If you're not a fan of snakes, you might want to skip this clip. The video, coming from South Africa, showcases what viewers are calling the snake monster. In the footage, a massive snake is seen tied with chains to the back of a truck. It appears lifeless, likely captured by the locals. The cameraman captures the enormity of this snake. Towards the end of the video, the cameraman focuses on the snake's head, and it's truly unsettling. The head is as wide as an average human and has a frightening, intense gaze. The snake was secured to the truck using large chains and straps, giving us a clear idea of just how colossal it was. A Reddit user claimed to have captured footage of the legendary Slender Man in a field, and they uploaded the video for everyone to see. The recording, taken from a dashcam, shows a car driving along a trail in a calm and cozy countryside. As the car progresses, a figure appears on the left side of the road in the field. This figure is quite tall, and as the car approaches, it seems like it's signaling for the car to stop. However, things take a strange turn when it becomes clear that the figure's hand isn't signaling but reaching out far to grab hold of the car. As the figure extends its hand, the driver swerves off the road, crashing into a tree, and the video abruptly ends. The figure bears a resemblance to the popular image of Slender Man, with a tall and slender body and a featureless face. Anyways, I hope the driver was okay, and it seems likely since they were the one who uploaded the video. I don't understand why some drivers choose to venture into desolate forest trails in the middle of the night. This video is from one such daring driver who shared dashcam footage from their car. The footage reveals an empty forest trail with a tall woods entrance in the front. The car casually makes its way into the woods, and as it does, something from the side woods crosses the trail in front. The headlights capture this figure, and upon seeing it, the driver stops the car and the video ends. To me, this creature appeared humanoid in its walk and posture. However, it had a hunched back and towering height, leading me to believe it could be a Bigfoot. Next, we have a chilling video straight from Japan that's sure to send shivers down your spine. A local caught something downright eerie on camera. The video is set on a regular street, but the person filming isn't focused on the everyday hustle and bustle. Their attention is drawn to a tree, and what they capture is nothing short of supernatural. Perched on a branch is a creature that can only be described as bat-like. But that's not all. As the camera zooms in, the creature reveals more of its features, a humanoid body and two pointy ears. It's like something out of a gothic horror story, resembling the infamous gargoyles seen in architecture from that era. Gargoyles, those creepy carvings representing evil creatures, animals, and sinful humans. After a moment of just chilling on the tree, our gargoyle-looking friend takes flight, leaving the onlooker in shock. Now, here's the really hair-raising part. This isn't a one-time thing. Locals in other parts of the town have reported spotting similar creatures. The video ends, but the mystery lingers. If you are... Meet the star of the What Were They Thinking? A person who decided to take a stroll in a Bigfoot suit in the middle of a forest, perhaps full of hunters. A guy recorded the incident, witnessing a man donned in a Bigfoot suit walking in the forest. Initially mistaking him for an actual Bigfoot, the man soon noticed a bald spot on the person's head, realizing it was a human in a costume.
To walk out here in a suit, get shot.
The strange aspect was that this person put themselves in significant danger by wearing a Bigfoot suit in a forest full of hunters. This incident raised several questions, such as the motive behind the person's actions and why they chose to venture into a forest where other hunters could possibly be, while wearing a Bigfoot suit. Despite the visible bald spot, the person's body, from a distance, convincingly resembled the mighty Bigfoot. Even for the experienced eyes of a fellow hunter, the cameraman found it challenging to distinguish the individual. From the depths of the ocean, we now turn our gaze skyward. Prepare for something truly strange in this clip from Davison, Michigan.
There's another one coming out.
What on earth are those fiery streaks? My first thought. Transformers in disguise, though obviously a less flashy entrance than in the movies. Could these be alien visitors entering our atmosphere, or are we seeing meteors burning up? Perhaps this is something closer to home. Some advanced top-secret technology, or even a natural phenomenon we haven't quite figured out yet. Whatever the answer, it's certainly captivating. And check out that brilliant sky, sunset, or maybe sunrise. A breathtaking reminder that nature holds both extraordinary beauty and spine-tingling mystery. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. From the grand mysteries of nature, we turn to something undeniably adorable. An unlikely thief. You won't believe your eyes. Check out this little mouse attempting to make off with a metal cup nearly its own size. It's a bit clumsy. Stealth isn't exactly its strong suit. Each time it hops, that cup goes clang against the floor. Tell me this isn't the most precious thing you've seen all day. It brings to mind Jerry's mischievous antics. Let's hope no Tom is lurking to spoil the fun. This little Jerry definitely needs some practice in the art of escape. The video comes from Iceland, introducing us to the lesser-known but intriguing creature known as the Iceland worm monster. The footage unveils a river landscape, but it's not your typical river scene captured by a wildlife photographer. Instead, it reveals something strange and substantial swimming in the water. From a distance, the strange creature resembles a massive snake, reminiscent of anacondas, navigating the water with surprising agility. Towards the end of the clip, the cameraman manages to capture an up-close view of the creature. The close-up shot showcases an enormous head, remarkable for its sheer width, suggesting it could potentially devour a fully grown man. What sets this creature apart is not only its size and swift movement, but also the weird skin texture observed on its giant snake-like body. This distinct feature raises questions about its classification, differentiating it from known species of snake. Next up, South Africa, where a routine property tour took a chilling turn. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? Just a video walkthrough for potential buyers. The lawn, the living room, the kitchen. And that person in the kitchen. Hold on, no one's supposed to be there. Where did they vanish to? It's like they appeared from thin air, then melted back into nothingness. That shadowy figure emerges from behind the wall, definitely the outline of a person, then walks a few steps, and disappears. Disappear isn't even the right word. It's like they dissolved into the doorway. Seriously unsettling. Are we witnessing a ghost, an apparition? Maybe this is some kind of glitch in reality itself? This has definitely broken my brain. Buckle up, because this will leave you seriously puzzled. Forget two heads being better than one. This baby goat has a whole other level of strange going on.
راس اهي بيشدوا في بعض راس كامله اهي ودي راس كامله بس ما بيعرفوش يمشوا يعني دي هتمشي كده ودي تيجي تمشي كده ما يعرفوش.
Yes. 2 heads and 6 legs. You have to see it to believe it. How is this even possible? A rare mutation, a scientific mix-up, or something even stranger, a creature right out of myth? This completely challenges our understanding of biology. The poor thing. Each head pulling it in a different direction, getting nowhere. Nature can be truly wondrous, but this feels cruel, and it leaves you wondering about the future of this little goat. When it comes to authenticity, you can't beat a news channel clip, right? Well, what you're about to see will either fascinate you or freak you out. Get ready to lose your minds. Just a regular interview. Nothing unusual. Until, did you see that? Let's rewind. That man in the white t-shirt. He appeared out of thin air, then casually strolls off as if nothing happened. Watch it again. This is some serious sci-fi stuff playing out right before our eyes. And nobody else seems to notice. Is this a glitch in the Matrix? A portal to another dimension? It's highly unlikely to be a hoax. This is a news broadcast. I can't look away. I have to keep watching, hoping it'll make sense. But somehow I doubt it will. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Forget racing against others. This tortoise might be competing with itself. Two heads on one shell? We just saw a two-headed goat, and now this is something strange happening in the animal kingdom. I don't want to think about causes right now. I'm just marveling at this unique creature. Could it be a throwback to some prehistoric ancestor? That would be incredible. Despite the strangeness, it's oddly beautiful, almost like a living sculpture. But can it function normally? That remains to be seen. Nature truly amazes, and sometimes leaves us completely baffled. Imagine the worst things that could happen on a dog walk. A tantrum, a tussle with another dog, maybe your pup takes off. Now imagine this.
Uite bune, ne urci în spate.
Uite că l-a văzut.
A typical evening stroll. A well-lit city street. Suddenly, a dark shape lurches at the edge of the screen. Is it a large dog? The woman's pet senses it, turns, then bolts. She whips around, bracing herself, but it's no dog. It's a bear in the middle of the city. She and her dog take off, escaping the unexpected danger. The sheer surprise is terrifying. This serves as a stark reminder of how much we've encroached on wild animal habitats. It's amazing these incidents don't happen more often. Time for us to wake up and act responsibly. Goosebumps guaranteed. This next clip will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the afterlife. Is this genuine evidence of a spirit? Take a look. A seemingly normal living room, captured on a security camera. Then, a white shadowy figure drifts out of a room on the right, and simply walks out the door. What in the world are we witnessing? This begs the question. Are ghosts real? Is this a glimpse into the spirit world? A fragment of consciousness lingering after death? What happens to us when we take our last breath? Science can't answer these questions definitively, but footage like this certainly fuels the fire of speculation. Does a part of us truly live on? The answer, my friends, remains a captivating mystery. Prepare to question everything. Yes, those are 3 flying saucers. Dismissing it as fake is easy, but this footage feels different. The way they hover, not precisely flying. And watch those jets. There's something eerily natural about how the saucers move. Just look at the contrast with those military aircraft. It's striking. This seems so realistic. It's incredibly hard to believe it's a hoax. My mind screams, this is real. Are they here for conquest? Or is this some kind of tense negotiation? Are those jets tailing them, or an escort? So many questions, and the implications are mind-blowing. For more strange and interesting footage, Check this out.